Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Panzer Corps 2. We're playing the X operations here with the 43 Victory campaign. There's a funny tiny blob of stuff here that's mine, funny enough. Anyway, despite a string of defeats, Soviet reserves continued their offensive operations to break the German lines. In a bid to outright destroy the last of these reserves, a plan is hatched to trap the latest Soviet advance against the Sea of Azov by outflanking them at Rostov. Okay. This is then third Rostov mission. Or something, probably? Maybe? Who knows? Either way, it will be total carnage. It's... yeah, Rostov 43. 23rd of August, 1943. Forgive my haste, Herr General, but there is little time for talk. Action is the order of the day. Army Group South faces one final crisis before it can exploit the opportunities that have been fought so hard for. The failure of our enemy at Kursk and then at Kharkov and then Stalino has forced him further south with each new attack. And now, in a final attempt to break our line, the enemy skirts the banks of the Sea of Azov. This will be his undoing. Capture all victory hexes and destroy all enemy units. Army Group South has been purposefully under strength in this region. Bait? Yeah. It has created a desperate success that a desperate adversary is precisely looking for, and I was more than willing to oblige. By letting the Soviets advance as far as they have, a sudden attack here towards Rostov can cut their supply and trap the enemies and trap their armies against the sea. To support this effort, arrangements have been made for elements of Army Detachment Kempf to leapfrog ahead of your task force. Several river crossings have already been destroyed to limit the mobility of our prey. And, wow. A detachment of Fallschirmjägers, what the fuck, are holding the key bridges at Bataisk. Mine General, we'd better bring our own bridge engineers to hasten our own river crossings. It's unlikely the small advance force can hold out for long on their own. And you'll need them if you are to fully trap such a large Soviet battle group. I also advise we deploy a small number of our units as reinforcements to help hold the Mayas River. We want to make sure our enemies are stonewalled here for as long as possible, while we stretch our encirclement from here to here, and finally to Rostov to fully close the gap. To victory for Germany. Mine General, there's an upgrade regarding the situation in Italy, and I'm afraid it's not good news. While it has not yet come to pass, German intelligence knows that the general surrender of the Italians is probably weeks, if not days, away. In preparation for this, German forces are being earmarked to move in and disarm the remaining Italian forces. Although the vast majority of the Italians have been withdrawn from the Eastern Front since February, I've been informed there are caches of Italian equipment that still linger. With your influence, we could move in and secure any and all Italian equipment left. By my reckoning, there are good amounts of armored cars, tanks, and self-propelled artillery we could commandeer. You have 8 commendation points. Would you like to use 6 to take control of a very large amount of Italian combat vehicles? Sure. Let's take it. And we get envelopment. Prevents units from retreating. So they surrender instead. And that's pretty good, yeah. Because then what you have... well, I don't have another overwhelming attack one, but envelopment is pretty good anyway. Let's just take a look what we got. I got some of these. Autocanona. 1953. A bunch of Autoblinda. there. Obviously not amazing. And what kind of greatness will I get here? P2640, huh? I mean, I was just doing this for fun. Obviously, these units are not good enough to be deployed by any means. It's just more for fun than anything else. This is pretty hilarious, though. But I guess all of those places are not gonna give them supplies. And since they don't get supplies from the sea either, that then would be the way to kill the enemy and deplete them. Alright, let's get to deploying here. Alright, let's do this. So we actually need to defeat a few forces here in this village, and that should be easy enough. Actually, I pretty much will deploy everything up here. Artillery up from there. Also, I think worth making sure that we have those infantry units. Just a bit to the front. Apparently I don't have enough of the Messerschmitt. I might just as well reduce its overstrength. I'm not sure why it's acting as if 11 is a problem now. I'm at 11 out of 11. There you go. I'm not that big of a fan of that Messerschmitt anyway, but it's fine. Now I do have 4. It's funny that this thing can become a lot. I'll just turn it into the Stug for now. No real reason, but I need to do some upgrades anyway. So I might just well upgrade my units while I can. I'm probably well off with my own bridge pioneer. Yeah, because there are very little places, and the game is very obvious in that I need to put it here, for example, or here. This game kind of acts as if you're a retard in that sense. Let's see that I want this one. Let's just get the other one too. Let's go. Why not? There we are. Alright, that should be fine. Destroy all units. Alright. I don't even know whether I got any decent heroes. Got an envelopment one, but since all my units are kind of full on heroes already. Like, I guess I could put on them. Right. There you go. Is this the no surrender tank? It is not. So what I need to do is I need to kill these first. Really just need to get these guys out of the way at the very least, because yeah, currently it's a bit of a problem. T-3443. Sure. It's kind of weird how they deal more damage from there. Oh, the engineers, they get less penalty from the entrenchment, right? Also interesting, like for example here, this is a tank and this is a tank, so not only does this, I just have no clue. Ah, okay, the SU-76 is gonna help out. Fair enough. Again, getting some of those guys to surrender, it's pretty fun. You cannot get infantry into your pool, but you can get it with, you know, motorized units, which is pretty hilarious, I personally feel like. Let's see if that kills all the rest. Guess it does. This has everything covered, most likely. Now I need to go all the way around. So I need to get my pioneers over in here. There is a bridge there too. But I cannot cross it yet. I'll keep the Wolframen down here to just kill 2 units every turn, which is probably the best thing to do there. And 2 fighters. I could probably not cross there anyway. So there's also that. And yeah, my movement is just not very exciting for now. I know they have AA, but I'd still rather like to kill them. This thing's range is really limited. Might actually get there with this plane. That would be nice. This is why I really don't like it if you don't have lethal AA. It's a real disappointment. I also want to try and stay away as much as possible from enemy AA with this thing. It's funny that they have those things here in order to make sure that all of that will be covered in a sense. Basically it runs from the bridge, so from there I have to start working the encirclement in a way. I wonder if they're gonna take it. Either which way. I'm gonna not only have to take the coal mine, I also have to need to go to the village there. That's a shame. Kinda wished I'd be able to do that. Oh well. Probably don't even have to encircle all of these guys, although might make things a little bit easier. The emphasis on a little bit. but very likely not even overly so. We'll see. I have to be a bit careful. Not overly so, but I don't want to get into too much trouble. Out of nowhere. Pretty good range. It's unlikely that it will have a whole lot of effect, but it's funny that Rostov itself is not even a victory objective, even though I'm supposed to go and take it. Like, it's even called Rostov, but then it's not actually an objective. Which is weird, but I'll just forget it. Funnily enough, there's actually this village that... could be beneficial to take. Ah, damn it. Oh, it's artillery. At least my unit does get to attack first. But... This artillery should get a medal. But they didn't? Even though they got attacked plenty of times, so maybe it's because they attacked the truck. It's a bit unfair, but... Oh. Wow. Let's at least kill those plants. I guess at this point I'm probably better just wailing through these guys. His attack is in a bit of a trouble. And it's just a bit problematic. Nor am I. Alright, let's move back. They still survived, so I'm pretty happy about that at least. And here I can just capture some of those tanks. Really hope to be able to move some infantry in there, but I guess not. Alright, so let's kill the Su-76 to move into the airfield. It should still be possible potentially to kill them, but just as like not. I don't have the infantry to do so. It seemed like a little bit of a weird maneuver, but it's not that strange. They can stay there though, that's actually fine. I'm gonna move these down there, so that they can bomb any units that might go after this front line. They have quite a few planes there too that I cannot deal with yet until I get to Rostov. Getting somewhat close, which is good. As is, the encirclement is probably not gonna matter at all, as I'm so powerful. Well, anybody should be so powerful by this stage of the game that it should be pretty easy to plow through everything. That was close to it. Well, they cannot use the close defense rating, I suppose. How does that work though?